The reason your jewelry brand does not have enough customers is because you, as a jewelry brand owner, doesn't know how to make enough creatives for all of the different stages of awareness. Yeah, I'm just going to show you exactly the type of creatives that speak to each different type of person. So there are 5 different types of people: the completely unaware people, people who don't even know that they have a desire to buy your jewelry. Then the problem aware people, the people who have a problem that your jewelry could solve. The solution aware people, the people who already know that they want to buy a jewelry piece. The product aware people, the people who already know what jewelry piece to buy. And then the most aware people. These are the people who already know that you exist and they just need a very, very good offer, a compelling offer. Let's start with this ad. So this ad it shows basically it looks like an organic photo. It's not, it's AI created, all right, but it looks like an organic photo, and it says I got snatched with this, and then the arrow pointing to the product, right? It's a product placement, and it's just talking to the most unaware. These are talking specifically to women, and they are talking to the segment of the market that's unaware. Remember, there are 5 stages: unaware, completely unaware, problem aware, solution aware, product aware, and most aware. This specific ad is talking to only the unaware. These are the biggest market and the most unprofitable market for now. The second ad would be a ready to lose 6.1 kilograms in 15 weeks. So this ad is specifically talking to problem aware. So the problem is losing weight. The people who this ad is talking to are people who already know that they need to lose weight. All right. So this is a problem aware ad. This ad speaks specifically to solution aware people. All right. So let me read the headline. It says, don't try this cleansing kit unless you want benefit 1, gel to foam leather; benefit 2, soft massaging bristles; benefit 3, clean without a striped feel. That's benefit 3. Benefit 4, made with 20% glycerine. This is already a solution aware ad. Then one of the greatest formats of all time, the comparison ad. You're comparing, let's say, industry average with your product. This ad is already a product aware ad. The only thing they are doing is differentiating their product with the industry average or any other company that's selling the exact same product. So this is one of the greatest formats of all time. It has worked since the beginning of time. I remember reading about how advertisers used to do this sort of stuff in newspapers and tabloid magazines back in the day. This is a timeless ad. It will work in absolutely any industry. It's just a product aware ad that's differentiating your exact same product to the exact same products of all other of basically the industry average of the entire industry. Is just differentiating your product in the eyes of your customer or your potential customer, of your prospect, right? This is what you have to do, is just differentiating yourself. You can do exactly the same thing with your jewelry. And then the last stage, which is already the most aware. So the most aware people just need a very, very good offer to be able to buy that product. They went from unaware to problem aware to solution aware to product aware, and now they are most aware. They know exactly what to buy. They know from whom. They just need a very good reason to buy it, and that's it. They just need an offer, that specific offer, right? And then here you have all the entire basically background of this ad is just reflecting the 20% off, 20% off, 20% off. And then you have in the bottom your first order plus free shipping, right? 20% off your first order and free shipping. So you have a deal on the product and you have free shipping. It's not going to cost you anything to get it to your house. So those are the different stages of awareness. Now, if you're thinking about how could I do this exact same thing with my jewelry brand, for my jewelry ads is like, this is imperative to know to be able to scale. For all of the jewelry brands who are not $100,000+ in revenue, this happens at $1,000 in $100,000 in revenue. It's like you are not able to scale past that. What does not able to scale past that mean? You're not able to spend more money on Facebook. Not because Facebook doesn't want you to spend more money, it's because it starts becoming unprofitable. When it once was, now it's not. Why? Because Facebook starts showing the sort of ads that are 20% off, like I just showed you. But instead of showing that 20% off to the warmest market, which is the most aware market, Facebook already showed it to them. That's why that ad was profitable. But now it is going farther away from that warm audience, and it eventually shows that same ad that's for the warmest market to the coldest market. And obviously that ad will not convert to people who are not even interested in buying the product. How do you get people interested in buying your products then? Well, you have to have those different ads that speak to different levels of awareness. So the first ad was a spectacular ad for people who were completely unaware. And it didn't speak, it just inserted the product, but what was the problem or the desire? It was like, I got snatched, right? It was a girl that I was happy that she got a boyfriend, and she's attributing she getting a boyfriend to this product. Do you insert the product as the benefit of something that's not a problem, not even like it's not even they don't even have a problem. They have a desire, and it's a vague one. It's a common daily desire. And then you insert that your product, your jewelry item, as the solution to that product, to that desire. All right. So that's kind of how you talk to the unaware audience. You don't put a 50% off in front of the unaware audience. It's not going to convert and you're going to lose money. It happens to every jewelry brand ever when they're trying to scale on Facebook ads. Now, you will go and say, oh my God, 5 different levels of awareness, and I have to advertise to all 5. And not only that, since I know how to run ads on Facebook, I know that I have to run an enormous amount of ads to each segment. I'm going to have 20 ads for every segment. That's insane. How can I do that? Well, before you kind of needed those shots, those massive teams, photographers, designers, graphic designers, media buyers, those entire things. But right now, you could do it with your laptop within 4 hours. If that is a system that you want to be able to install for your own business to either scale to the point where you start getting stuck, right? And then you can use this exact same system to get unstuck. Or if you're already stuck, right? If you're already at $100,000 a month running Facebook ads to get customers for your jewelry brand, and you cannot spend more because it starts becoming unprofitable. Like whatever you do, you could run the exact same 50% offers in a gajillion different formats. It's not going to perform and your ROAS is going to go like that, even though if you make 100 ads. I'm a big proponent of make more ads, but if you make the exact same ad more times, that's not going to work, right? Facebook will only promote the ads that speak to different levels of awareness. That's it. End of story. So if you want to learn how to install this exact same system into your jewelry brand so that you can actually get unstuck, scale to the moon, and you can do it within 4 hours, 5 hours on your laptop and run spectacular creative, just like you saw, click the link in the description of this video and I will show you click by click exactly how to do that in less than 5 hours. And you will be able to 2x, 3x your jewelry sales in a matter of very few months. And it's guaranteed. You don't pay me a single dime if you don't scale. So click the link in the description of this video if you want that exact same system installed to your jewelry brand.